2 years ago, using AI mostly meant opening a chatbot and typing a question. That world is gone. AI is now woven into how people write, code, design, research, and run meetings, and the sheer number of tools out there can feel overwhelming. You don't need 50 apps. You need the right 10. This list cuts through the noise. It's built around tools that have actually earned a permanent spot in people's daily workflows in 2026, not flashy launches that fade in a month. Whether you're a founder, a student, a developer, or just someone trying to get more done in a day, here are the 10 AI tools worth your time right now. 1. ChatGPT, the all-rounder. ChatGPT remains the default starting point for most people, and for good reason. It handles everything from brainstorming and drafting emails to multi-step research and voice conversations. If you only want one general-purpose AI assistant in your life, this is still the safest bet, especially for fast, broad tasks where you don't need deep nuance. 2. Claude, the thinking partner. When the work gets serious, Claude is where a lot of professionals turn. It's built for long-form writing, careful reasoning, and working across large documents without losing the thread. Writers, researchers, and analysts tend to prefer it for tasks where accuracy and clarity matter more than speed, and its ability to hold a huge amount of context makes it ideal for anything involving lengthy reports, contracts, or code bases. 3. Claude Code Cursor, for developers. Coding is one of the categories where AI has made the biggest dent. Claude Code has become a favorite for working inside terminals and large, complex code bases, while Cursor has established itself as the go-to AI-powered editor for day-to-day development. Many engineering teams now run both side by side, one for heavy agentic work, the other for fast in-editor edits. 4. Gemini, the ecosystem player. Gemini's biggest advantage isn't the model itself, it's the integration. Google has spread it across Search, Gmail, Docs, Android, and Chrome, so if your life already runs on Google Workspace, Gemini slots in naturally. It understands your files, your calendar, and your inbox without you needing to copy and paste anything back and forth. 5. Perplexity, the research engine. Perplexity isn't a chatbot in the traditional sense, it's built specifically for research. Every answer comes with real-time citations, which makes it a far more trustworthy option than a general chatbot when you need to fact-check something or dig into a topic quickly without wading through 10 browser tabs. 6. Notebook LM, for making sense of your own documents. Notebook LM takes a different approach. Instead of pulling from the whole internet, it grounds every answer strictly in the files you upload. That makes it excellent for studying, summarizing research papers, or turning a messy pile of notes into something structured, with far less risk of the AI making things up. 7. Granola, for meetings. A huge chunk of the workday disappears into meetings, note-taking, and the inevitable wait, who was supposed to follow up on that? Granola solves this by quietly listening to your calls and turning them into clean, organized notes and action items. If your calendar is full of calls, this is one of those single-purpose tools that pays for itself almost immediately. 8. Whisper Flow, for dictation. Typing is slow. Talking is fast. Whisper Flow lets you dictate naturally into any app, email, Slack, Notes, even other AI tools, and cleans up your speech on the fly, including fixing mid-sentence corrections. For anyone who's constantly switching context throughout the day, this quietly becomes one of the most used tools in the stack, even though it never generates content on its own. 9. Midjourney or Adobe Firefly, for visuals. For image generation, the choice comes down to what you need it for. Midjourney is still the standout for striking, artistic visuals, the kind you'd want for a mood board or a creative concept. Adobe Firefly is the safer choice when commercial licensing and brand safety matter, since it's built with those constraints in mind from the start. Increasingly, image generation is also just built into tools like Canva, Gemini, and Copilot, so it's worth checking what you already have before adding another subscription. 10. Canva, for design and decks. Canva rounds out the list as the easiest way to turn ideas into something visual without needing design skills. With AI features now built directly into the platform, it's become a fast path from a rough idea to a finished slide deck, social post, or one-pager, useful for just about anyone who needs to communicate visually but doesn't have a design team on call. The theme running through this list isn't collect every AI tool you can find. It's the opposite. Pick a small set of tools that map to how you actually work, and get good at using them well. A general assistant like ChatGPT or Claude for thinking and writing, a coding tool if you build software, a research tool for fact-finding, and a couple of specialists for meetings, dictation, and visuals. That combination covers the vast majority of real work. New tools will keep launching every month, and it's tempting to chase each one. But the tools that matter in 2026 are the ones that have earned a permanent place in people's daily routines, not the ones making headlines this week. Start with this list, figure out which 2 or 3 actually change how you work, and build from there.